Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got my tea and let's go over my August TBR. So this month I thought I'd do something different and I have prompts in this little tin. And I thought it would be fun if I just chose some at random. I'm thinking 6 books for the month of August. I feel like that's a good middle number. I can definitely read 6. My bookshelf behind me is an extreme mess right now. It's kind of like a disorganized mess because some shelves I have the whole author together, others I just have random genres all smushed together. So it is kind of a mess right now. I've only done a video like this once before and it's not on my channel anymore, so I kind of want to do this more often. I think it would be fun if I did it every month to just keep me on track, and then I can just update you guys about what I'm reading. August is the start of something new for us, so let's get into it. Also, some of the prompts in here direct things like a romance, a thriller, and others are more open-ended, like a blue cover or a new release or something along those lines. So let me shake it up. It's low-key. Should I let you read first? I think the camera's focusing on that. A book with a number in the title. Okay. Let me turn around for a second. Let me look and then I'll be back. Okay, so I found 3 books that kind of fit that prompt. First I have Catch 22. I have no idea what this book is about. I got it at a thrift store. It's like a little mass market paperback. Triumph, a classic of our era, an apocalyptic masterpiece. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about this book, but it has 22. It has a number in the title. I have One Golden Summer. 1 is in the title. This is actually on my summer reading video. I might pick this one. Once Upon a Time. I've been wanting to read this memoir. I love Carolyn Bessette, so yeah, I definitely want to read this one too. This counts as 1, right? Like once. I feel like that counts. I think I'm going to go with One Golden Summer. I'm going to go with this one because this one was on my TBR for the summer and I haven't gotten around to it, and August is kind of the last month of summer, so this is the first one I'm going to be choosing to read for August. Let's pick out our next prompt. Okay, this one. I'll let you guys see it first. You probably can't read it because it's blurry. I can't even see it either. Let me see. A book with an animal on the cover. I feel like that's going to have to be like a romance. Little animated drawn dogs. Let's look. Let's see. I feel like this is going to be hard to find. Let's go to the books that I wanted to read. These are kind of some of these I've already read for videos. Others I haven't touched yet. This one just has people on it. Okay, so that took me way too long. That took me a good like 15 minutes to look. I looked through all my books. Books like The Nightingale that has like a bird on it, stuff like that. So, this is a little bit of a reach, okay? But what do dogs descend from? Wolves. And there's a wolf on the sword. So, my only option that I found is Direbound by Sable Sorensen. I'm probably butchering that. But yeah, this is the only closest thing I have. This, from what I know, this is a fantasy novel about werewolves. I genuinely have no idea. I bought this probably December of 2025. And book, there's a second one too. So I could start a new fantasy series. The last fantasy book I read was Starside, I believe. So it would be fun to hop into a fantasy novel. So this is my second option. I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting to like pick out a romance or something. Okay, let's pick out our next prompt. This is a big one. Let the audience see first, but it's, oh, there you go. You guys might see it. What does it say? The book that's been on your TBR/unread shelf the longest. Great. Okay, this should be fun. Okay, I have a lot for this prompt. A lot of options. These are kind of all the books that I've put off for the longest time, and I don't know why. Like, I'm really excited to read all of these books. I'm like looking forward to them, but I'm so scared that I'm not gonna like them that I just don't read them. I feel like I need to be in the right moment, at the right place, at the right time to enjoy all these. But now I have to choose one. Now's the right time. First off, Hamlet, a long time ago. When I bought this, there wasn't even a movie. So Hamlet and his son, I believe. And I've heard really good things. One is Joan Didion's Year of Magical Thinking. This one I've definitely had this one. I feel like maybe even longer than Hamlet. I know this one's really sad. It explores her grief, I believe. The book starts right off with death, so like I want to be in the right mindset to read this one and to really enjoy Didion's writing. So next one, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I'm 21. I owned this book when I was like 17. Since I was 17, I feel like now I should read it more than ever because I am 21, and this is kind of about being in your 20s. So next one is The Idiot by Elif Baughman. This one I've had since I was 17 as well. I'm so intimidated by this. It just seems like a really like intellectual novel, and I'm scared I'm not gonna like it. And I really love the cover, like so much. Her journey in college. So I really do want to read this one. Realistic. I don't know if I'm gonna choose this one. I'm kind of scared. Next up, Just Kids by Patti Smith. I've wanted to read this one for so long. I've read a section of it and then I ended up stopping. I don't know why. I think I just got busy with school or something. But I have really high expectations for this book. Everyone raves about it, and I feel like I'd really enjoy it. And it's been on my TBR for so long now. East of Eden by John Steinbeck. This one I've had on my TBR for so long as well. Purely because, look at that. Everyone who's read this book raves about it, and I know I'll love it because I've read Steinbeck's works. I've read his short stories, and I've loved those. So I really do want to read East of Eden. And then lastly, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath's works. I have her unabridged journals, and I've read through that. Kind of like a coffee table book. I'll pick it up and read it. And the way she's able to describe emotions, beautifully done. So I think I would enjoy this one. I feel like it's a staple. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this though at this moment. Okay, so these are all books on my TBR that have been unread for the longest. So Joan Didion's The Year of Magical Thinking. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because it's different from the others, and it's more like a memoir style writing. And I've had this one probably out of this stack the longest. I've had this one on my TBR. So my third book I'm choosing for the month of August is The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I realize that you guys can't see my bookshelf all the way, but it goes all the way up. Wait, how do I show you guys? It goes all the way up. So that's all the books I'm going through. I feel like that gives more context. It's not just these shelves. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. This one. What does that say? A new release. Oh, okay, this is fun. On a new release in a bit. So I'm gonna check my phone. I'm gonna check Kindle because there are a few new releases that I've been wanting to read. Let me see. Put it up on the screen. There's The Romance Revival by Christina Lauren. I would like to read that one maybe. There's Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. I read her books I read one of her books in my summer reading vlog, and I loved that one. And I read her other previous ones. I forget the one I read, what it was called. I read It's a Love Story recently, but I also enjoyed Summer Romance too. Ashley Poston came out with a new book, The Someday Garden. I have one of her books on my shelves that I still have yet to read, so maybe not that one. And I screenshotted it. The book's called Waist Deep, but that one looks so good. This guy I found on TikTok, he was explaining it, and he made it sound really interesting. I'm gonna read this one. This one's gonna be my 5th book of August. I don't own it right now, but I'm gonna go buy it. Number 5 now. Our 5th book of August is, let's see, the next book in a series that you haven't finished. Oh, I know what book. I have to climb up on my step stool and get it. It's all the way up. It's all the way up there at the top. Okay, I really only had one for this prompt, and that was Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I read Addicted to You and Ricochet back in the beginning of this year, and it was okay. The writing, I don't know, it was... Everyone raves about this series, and so I had high expectations. And I was like, okay, it's not bad, it's not good, and then it kind of just fell to the side. But I do want to get back in this series because I treated myself for my birthday, and I bought all the indie editions, and it took me so long. I was sourcing them from Pango Books to Amazon to my second-hand bookstore near my house. So I was really hunting for all these. I know there's the book series of their children, and I want to buy all those too because I feel like I will really enjoy it. But yeah, there's just so many books. Hop back into it. And I know people say as the story goes on, it gets better, and you just love the found family, so. Addicted for Now. This is going to be my 5th book of August. Okay, on to the 6th and last book of this video. I'm scared. This one. What is this one? This one's a small one. What is this? It's upside down. A popular book you haven't read. I feel like I have a lot of those. Fun. It's more open-ended. I'll pick some out and then I'll be back. Okay, I actually have a lot of options for this prompt. Like a ton of options. So let's go through them quick. Wild Dark Shore. This is, I believe, a sci-fi novel. I know it's people stranded on an island or people stranded on an island, or people just live on an island and a stranger appears on the shore. That's all I know about this one, but I've heard great things and it's really popular. It's a Reese's book club pick. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I feel like this is like one of their most famous books, and I specifically wanted this old cover, so it took me so long to find this edition, but I'm happy that I did, and I do want to read this one. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I read The Great Alone by her, and I read it in 2 days, and I loved it so much. And this is, I think, is probably one of her most popular novels. Everyone raves about it. I know it follows sisters in Paris. That's all I know. During a war, I believe. Project Hail Mary. This just became a movie with Ryan, one of the Ryan actor guys. He played the astronaut. I don't really know much. I know it's sci-fi, and I think it's like the end of the world. He needs to save Earth, that kind of situation. But this one was on my summer TBR, and I haven't read it yet. So this is an option. To the Blue by Emma Brody. This one is a Reese's book club pick, and it blew up. And I read a few pages of it, and I was in the middle of school, and I just stopped. But I do really want to read this one, and I've heard it's like a great story, a romance story about a depth. So definitely an option. And then lastly, Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This one is probably one of the most popular sci-fi novels ever, and I have not read it. And I've been thinking about it recently too. I've been like, oh, I feel like I would really like that. I kind of am in the mood to maybe read it. So I think this is a good option too. This one, I feel like when you think about sci-fi, you think about Red Rising. I don't know which one to pick. I'm not going to choose this one because I already have romances on my TBR. I'm not in the mood for historical fiction at the moment. I know I'll love this, but I'm just not in the mood right now. But they're not calling to me right now either. I'm in between these two. I know I said I wanted like more diverse books and I didn't want a romance, but this one I feel like is different from like a Carly Fortune book. This one has more literary fiction elements. Should I do this one or should I do this one? I do want to read Red Rising, but I'm gonna choose this another time. I'm gonna go with Into the Blue by Emma Brody. I just saw Jack Edwards talk about this one, and so I feel really hyped to read it now, even more so. So that'll be the last and final book. This is the 6th. Let's go over everything that I chose. A book with a number in the title. I chose One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. Second prompt was a book with an animal on the cover. And I chose Direbound. You have the wolf on the sword. I believe the third one was a book that's been on your TBR the longest. And for that one, I chose Joan Didion's The Year of Magical Thinking. And for a new release, I chose Waist Deep. Next prompt I chose was the next book in a series that you haven't finished. That was Addicted for Now by Kristen Becker Ritchie. And then lastly, a popular book you haven't read yet was Into the Blue by Emma Brody. Okay, that is my August TBR. Let me close this up. And I'll open that back up in September, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading in August. And I can probably film a reading vlog of me reading some of the books. And yeah, I love August. It's my favorite month ever. I wish I was born in August. I feel like in another life, I probably was born in August. I feel like something special in my life is gonna happen in August. It's my favorite month ever, so yeah. Enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, you guys. Prompt was a book with it was with an animal on the cover. A book with an animal on a second book with the second